Welcome everyone to the Fall Major Expert Division qualifying round, hole number one. Before we get into it, I'd like to remind everybody that if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. You can also ring that little bell. You'll get notified every time I go live or post new content. I sure would appreciate it. It's absolutely free. Also, if you have noticed, I'm not doing public first look rounds anymore. So my first look, I'm still doing them, but they are for members only, uh, giving something back to the people that support my channel. So it's only all level members get it. So for $2.99 a month, you can come and hang out and watch me dial in the first looks. That's, basically less than the price of a cup of coffee these days. And as a member, you get access to that. You also get access to expert mini notes, along with several other benefits. One other thing to note before we get into this hole is if you are looking for notes, you can find the notes that we create on patreon.com/gcfenzel, and we make notes for pro, expert, and master. I know I'm a little biased, but in my opinion, some of the best notes out there. Our notes generally produce banners on every tournament. So you can get that patreon.com/gcfenzel. So for hole number one, what we're going to be doing is setting up with a P5 ball at complete min, and then switching to anything P0 to P4, side spin 3 plus, wind 4 or wind 5. You can use wind 5 precision ball here if you so choose. The adjustment for the shot is P3 plus 25% max if you're using a wind 4 ball. If you are using a wind 5 ball, then you need to play this P2 plus 25% max. All right. So wind 4 is P3, wind 5 is P2, both 25% max. We're using 0.9 top spin, 3 left spin, pulling this straight with a slight 1201 flicker. So you can't see this here because of the replay glitch, but I do have a P5 ball loaded. So I'm going to set my 3 left spin, 0.9 top spin at P5 complete min. This is what we want our ball guide to look like. This is, again, P5 complete min. It doesn't matter what wind resistant ball you have here. So any P5 side spin 3 ball is good here. Whether it's a globe, wind 0, or wind 5, doesn't matter. Right? We're just looking for the min line, and we need 3 left spin. So 0.9 top, 3 left, with spin added at P5 min. We want to have that ball guide pointing right at the hole, like you see here, right? Once you get set up in this position, switch to your whatever ball you want. You need to switch. You can't play P5 because there are tailwind angles here. So you need to switch to anything P4 or less, wind 4 or wind 5. Now there are some definite wind angles here that we need to pay attention to. So basically I've got this broken down into 4 major wind angles, and I know that sucks, but look, it is what it is. All right, I've seen everything from here all the way to over here. All right, that's massive wind angle changes here. All right, so you want to get the drop, you're gonna have to practice this a little bit. get comfortable with your wind angles and your tweaks. Also with the pull, because I say this all the time, we don't always see things the same way. What looks like a slight 1201 flicker to me might look straight to you, or if I'm pulling, 7.3, what 7.3 looks like to me might look like 7.4 or 7.2 to you. So you could pull a little bit lighter or a little bit heavier. You could pull a little bit, more O1 or less O1, and all of those things change how this shot comes in. So make sure that you practice it a couple of times. You should be either dropping it or coming really close, and you should only need to make some minor changes to get this one in the hole, depending on how you see things. But wind angles are as such. So basically, I'm looking at if you look, there's a red, that tree that comes down, that part of the tree, the leaves that come down there. So the right side of that is one line. Then we have another line. If you see that there's a little, I don't know, blue spot in the trees there, right in the back. So the right side of that is our other line. And then from there, we're going to be using the right side of this little pillar here. So that's basically our three major lines that we need to pay attention to. Over this way, this is our heavy headwind angle. This is headwind. This is crosswind. And this is tailwind. All right. If you're in the tailwind angle, then you will minus 0.1 from your adjustment. If you're in the crosswind angle, there is no change. So minus 0.1, no change. If you're in the headwind angle, there's no change for winds below 7. Winds 7 plus, you're going to add 0.1 and 1 click OP. Right? That's for winds 7 plus in the headwind angle. If you have the heavy headwind angle, winds in the 6s, you add 0.1. Winds in the 7s, you plus 0.2. Both of them need 1 click of overpower. That's a whole lot of crap on there, and maybe I should get a stylus for this. But you get the picture, right? Tailwind, minus 0.1. Crosswind, no change. Headwind, 7 plus only. Add 0.1 and 1 click of OP. And then if you're in the heavy headwind, winds in the 6s, you'll add 0.1. Winds in the 7s, you'll add 0.2. And then both of them require 1 click of OP. So it's pretty simple tweaks, but they definitely need to be made. Also, practice this at least twice. Get yourself, see what's happening with your pull and how it's coming in for you, and then make minor tweaks as needed. This one has been really consistent as long as you get the pull squared away, right? You want it straight with a slight 1201 flicker. If you're pulling any 59 here, there's a good chance you're going to miss this to the right. Okay? So, straight with a slight 1201 flicker. And you'll see here, this one's going to come in on the right edge. And that is because I used a Win 5 ball, and I played this P3 plus 25, and I was supposed to play it P2 plus 25. So I pull this 0.1 heavy, and that's why it comes in on the right side of the cup. But very good opportunity for hole number 1. It is a major. I do recommend, if you have the precision balls, use them here, because what else are we saving them for? Just make sure that whatever ball you use or switch to, that it has 3 side spin, right? Make sure you're switching to a ball that has 3 side spin. Set up with a ball that has 3 side spin, P5, 3 side spin. Switch to a ball that has 3 side spin. All right, good luck, everyone. Hope you all get the drop, and we'll catch you on hole number 2.